Hey everyone, and welcome to episode 18 of Behind the Boots. Hello, Bobby.
What's up, John? How are you?
I'm feeling pretty good.
Yeah, feeling good?
Yeah.
Relaxed?
Yeah. That's
Vibing?
Yeah.
Surviving?
Yeah, I guess.
Thriving?
That's a stretch.
Okay. You're not thriving?
No.
No?
No.
You're just
I'm
Thrive?
I'm surviving.
thrive.
I'm just surviving.
Not in. I'm just
Yeah, just, constantly
cool.
clawing to keep above the insanity that is my mind.
That's how I feel sometimes too.
Yeah.
It's like swimming, but underwater without breathing.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
not being able to get above the surface.
Yeah, for sure.
It's really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a
people call it
word
drowning.
for it. Yeah,
I
there's a
don't.
word. That's the word.
Yeah.
Anyways, yes, welcome.
Sorry to get real dark there, but
we're fine.
this is Behind the Boots.
Yep, and we talk about darkness and sadness.
Yep. And emo music.
And how much we hate our parents.
Yep. And how good The Cure was as a band.
Yeah.
Although The Cure was fucking good. But
That's fair.
we don't talk about that shit. We don't listen
We
to
don't
that
talk
shit.
about
You know
that.
why? Because we're about fucking having fucking fun.
Yep. And if you want to follow us on Instagram and Twitter and see us having fun
And have fun with us.
and have fun with us, you
And
can
our
do
tons of
so
listeners.
at BT Boots Podcast. I made the fucking thing.
And you still don't
I've
remember
read it a million times, and I still can't fucking read it.
I follow it. Not a big
Bobby
deal.
follows it,
Yeah, I follow it.
so
I'm
why
the
don't you
one.
follow it?
I'm the one.
He's our follower.
Yeah.
I don't even follow.
He's like, I don't follow my own shit.
No, I do.
I follow it.
I do. I follow myself and BT Boots Podcast.
I think we need to have...
Yeah, I said on Instagram and Twitter.
yeah.
Oh, I did.
Oh, my God.
Roll it back.
Well, you know who that is? That's Big Dick Nick. He's
Yeah,
a
Big Dick
producer.
Nick's talking to me.
And Big Dick Nick is never wrong.
I know. I'll
So-
argue with him.
You can follow us on Instagram and Twitter at BT Boots Podcast.
Yeah.
Okay? You're going to find that link or, screen name
Yeah.
somewhere down here.
Right around
probably.
Either chesticles or crotchal region.
Yeah. And
Somewhere
also in the episode
between there.
in the episode description.
Yeah.
Listen. What do we do on this drink? What do we do? What do we do on this drink?
What are we doing in this drink?
We
So
drink
what
on
we're
this
doing in this drink is we're drinking some Hoots.
Fucking right.
HOOT Hard Seltzer.
All right, let's get this show under
Yeah.
control right from the get-go.
HOOT Hard Seltzer is made by our friends at Night Shift Brewing. Mm-hmm. I don't know why I'm talking about this. You brought the drink.
Yeah, because they're fucking delicious, right?
Yeah,
so
they're great.
If you haven't noticed, I'm an athlete, okay?
Peak male performance is what you see in front of you.
And as an athlete,
Yeah.
semi-pro amateur, in multiple disciplines, I like to take care of my body.
It's a temple. I
It
can
is.
tell.
It's a temple. And with that, I like to maintain a certain type of physique. And these help me do that because they are 0 sugar, gluten-free, and gluten-free, and 90 calories and like 1 carb, okay? And that's the only carb I need because I cut the rest of them fucking out. And it's been amazing. Okay, so the 0 sugar is
Listen,
fucking
you don't
key.
need carbs when you run on pure awesome.
Yeah, and piss excellence. So these things are amazing. They come in multiple fucking flavors. There's a couple packs. You can get the regular pack, which is what this one is. It's like black cherry, lemon. This guy is pomegranate, tangerine. What do you got over there? Blood orange.
I got some blood orange mango.
There's another pack too.
I can
It's
taste the mango.
It's the tropical pack, and there's
Subtle.
like a pineapple coconut. There's a guava passion.
Mm.
Then if you want to get a little more darker or a little bit more loud, you can go with the Hoot Louders, and they're 8%. These kick in at about 4, but the 8% for a seltzer in the Berry Blast flavor,
some
which
high
is
octane shit.
Oh yeah, Berry Blast. It's strawberry, raspberry, blueberry, and it's hitting you fucking hard because it's louder. It's louder. Yeah, it's one of our favorites. We were recently at a wedding and we crushed them.
Yeah.
And this is always a fan favorite with the ladies as well. So
It is.
Diversify your cooler.
I think it's because of the fun colors.
I think so too. You need to diversify your cooler this summer,
Yeah.
and not just have the standard Coors Light for you,
Although Coors Light is delicious.
amazing, but also have something else for everyone else out there, and especially those athletes in your life like myself.
Yeah. Listen, we got to take care of ourselves,
Sure do.
right? But we got to have fun. And there's only so much cocaine to go around.
That's
so we drink Hoots.
It's a hoot.
That should be their slogan. When I'm out of cocaine, I pick up a Hoots.
Yep. Perfect. So,
Yeah.
Drink a Hoot, Night Shift Brewery. Find them in all your local
man.
packies and any other place you buy seltzers.
Seltzers. Shall we get right into it?
Fucking do it. Let's go.
All right.
We got to get this thing back on the rails.
Okay. We're past that. We talked about this last week, I believe, if memory serves me correctly. But
Probably.
thank you. There's so many instances when, get a little randy.
When the Queen's around?
When the Queen's around.
Okay.
Sometimes when she's not around.
Mm-hmm.
If she allows it.
Sometimes when you're thinking about the Queen.
Exactly. I think about the Queen every time.
Yeah.
Every time.
6% of the time it works every time.
Every time I'm trying not to get a boner, I think
There
of
you
the
go.
Queen.
Perfect. Well said.
So speaking of boners,
Hey!
sometimes they get a little array, and they can't be controlled, and they
that's
become
true.
rogue.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to talk about some rogue privates.
Pause for effect.
So read the prompter. Bobby pauses and go ahead. So I got a couple of stories, and then I got a little quick zinger. One
Little how's your father, so to speak.
little Bob's your uncle. So first story. Had a new guy join the unit a week before we left for 6 months in Okinawa.
The unit.
How many,
that what he's calling?
any fisherman's friends over there?
I need one.
Yeah, you got
Hey,
one.
Eddie's.
Found out our new Marine was a virgin. If you guys pitched in money, see, you hear that? If you guys pitched in money, guys, the Marines don't pay well, okay?
Yeah, taking care of each other, though. They're taking care of their brother Marine.
They are, but
Yeah.
they don't have a lot. They don't have a lot,
Yep.
but what they do have, they share. It's a nice story. If it ended there. So we pitched in money to get him laid in a whorehouse. We got him liquored up, took him out to the place. I'll carry on. So we got him liquored up, took him out to the place, and he got a woman. I thought they say he got a woman, like he fucking did it.
He's like, nailed her.
Yeah, nailed it. No, you guys bought her. So he didn't pick her up at a bar. Like, you fucking just, hey, can I pay you $100?
Are you a woman? Okay.
Yeah. You have vagina?
Let's go.
Let's go. I'm gonna make pound on vajay. So we were out. So we get him liquored up, took him out to the place, and he got a woman. We were out in the waiting area, and I love how it's like a doctor's office.
It's like,
yes, no, if you just please wait in the waiting area, I'll go fuck your friend, and I'll have him out in at least no more than 15 minutes. Where the fuck was I at?
Waiting
There we
area.
are. And he was taken to a room right next to where we were sitting. He starts going to town. The next thing we know, the prostitute starts screaming, "My eye! My eye! You come in my eye!" And she peels out of the room, running down the hall with her hand over her eye, yelling, "It burns, it burns." Classic Okinawa.
Yeah. So that's how One-Eyed Willie existed.
That's how it happened.
Okay.
She could come in the eye. Yeah. Good for him, though. Not everyone can aim that well the first time.
Probably didn't.
How did it get in their eye?
He didn't aim. He was probably aiming for the wall.
Dude, you got to use protection.
Well, seriously.
Unless he was so built up from being a virgin for so long that it just shot right through the condom.
And her belly, like, directly into his eye.
Into her eye.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okinawa.
Okinawa. Classic.
Yeah.
Happens there often. Shall we go to the next one?
Hit it.
Okay. I'm a female.
No, you're not.
That's it. I just wanted to tell you.
Wow. All right. Well, I just
It feels so good. Feels so good to get it off my chest.
Yeah. I'm not going to say that you're... Well, you are ugly as a
Are
female.
you surprised?
No. No.
What the fuck? No?
Relieved.
I've been checking you out for years. I'm going to read the rest of the story.
Please do. Starts with I'm a female.
I'm not a female. This person is a female. I'm a female, and while I was deployed in Afghanistan, I used to have to go down to the jingle truck yard on our fob once a week and interview the drivers for a larger thing I was working on. Sounds odd.
Yep, okay.
Yeah. And they had that in parentheses, which makes you think it was like off the book
Go
type
on.
of thing, yeah. I took our terp with us, and generally, we were able to get the interviews complete without incident. One day, however, I noticed our terp's eyes widen, and he got kind of embarrassed after speaking to one of the drivers. Turns out the driver asked our terp if he could buy me for $100 US because there was, quote, no good pussy in Kabul.
It's true.
It's true. Pussy in Kabul is terrible.
Yeah, it's true. It's, well,
what would $100 get you in Kabul? Pussy-wise, by the way.
Canadian or U.S.?
U.S.
I don't know. I mean, it's been a few years.
Back in your day. Shit, $100 would probably buy you a mansion back in your day.
It's funny because I'm old. I get it. No, I actually don't know. That's a great.
Funny 'cause you use paper.
It's an interesting comment. Kabul is a fucking strange city, though. It's like we did some work at the U.S. Embassy in Kabul, and they have a bar, and it's called the Duck and Cover.
Is there any good pussy at that bar?
Dude, State Department hires not bad-looking female workers.
I'll tell you what, this truck driver's just looking in the wrong spot.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, he's got to get through like 17 layers of security.
Sir, I'm just trying to get the good pussy. I'm just trying to get the good... There's nothing here.
You can see.
Yeah, I can see.
Clearly.
Yeah, look at all the pussy I have here. It's nothing. It's crazy.
It's simple.
100 Kabul is $1.26.
100 Kabul is $1.26.
Well, yeah, but we're talking about $100 US. What
Right.
you buy in Kabul.
Right.
Yeah.
But that is a lot.
Yeah.
$100 US is a lot of Kabul.
Yeah.
I'm going to start saying that.
Yeah. What are you charging in Kabul, or what are you charging Ruby?
$16 for a pizza.
Yeah.
That's a lot of Kabul, buddy.
$7,900.
$7,900
$700. He did the math. Thank you, Big Dick Nick.
Yeah. That's why we have him.
Yeah.
And to do everything else. Yeah. So listen, Kabul's
That's
a fucking
why.
great city.
And everything else.
Although, I mean, it's probably going to go to shit here real quick, but it was a nice city when I was there. The U.S. Embassy was pretty cool. It was big pool.
Yeah, it's probably not
bar.
anymore.
Yeah.
If I was a betting man, I'd say it's probably going to go to shit very soon.
Yeah, like literally today.
Like it's actually this just in.
This just in. Breaking news. Price of Kabul goes up.
The Kabul dollar is plummeting to $1.40. Quick hitter now.
Hit it.
Saw a larger girl run away naked from 5 naked men carrying a 60mm mortar shell. That's it. That's it, dude. That's the story. And that's not even a joke. That's just the fucking story.
That's good. So she was with a mortar crew.
Yeah.
It's five guys hanging out with a mortar crew.
Yeah.
All right. Did you say saw a larger
She was larger.
girl?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Larger girl.
What a picture that fucking leads in my head.
Yeah. Definition of larger girl.
Can I tell you?
though.
I'm probably gonna get some hate for this, but
$1.50?
can I tell you what I pictured when I read that?
Yeah, go for it.
You know,
Who's going to give you the hate, though?
in Jackass when Wee Man is chasing the big fat dude around?
Yeah.
That's exactly what I thought of.
Okay. Is Wee Man the 60mm mortar round?
Wee Man would be the 60mm mortar, yes.
Yeah. Round, not the tube, just the round.
Just the shell, actually.
Yeah, the shell,
yeah,
the round. Yeah, the mortar round.
That'll be him.
They're both wearing whitey tighties with the crash helmets on.
Yeah.
Safety first.
Of course. If there's one thing we preach here at Behind the Boots, it's safety.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. Always say that, actually. Safety above all else. Yeah, that's a...
I'm kind of digging the quick hitters, man.
Yeah, they're just popping, you know?
Because it leaves a lot to, like,
Well, you have to
for the
analyze.
imagination.
You really have to analyze it.
Where were they coming from?
Think about,
where was she running to?
Where were they going? Why did they have a 60 millimeter mortar shell?
Yeah. Did she start running after the 60 millimeter mortar shell came in?
Was it HE? Was it Willie Pete? Was it? I mean, what kind of round was it?
See,
what are we talking about here?
This is where we differ, man, because I'm not thinking about that at all.
Oh, I am, because the shape of the end of the round differs on what it's for.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair.
Is it a loom round?
This is why you're playing chess when everyone was playing checkers.
Loom round, if you know what I'm saying.
There's a reason why she was running. And if she was a larger girl, she doesn't run a lot. Yeah. So it had to be for something that she didn't want.
There's where the hate's going to come in.
That's where it comes in. Got it.
Wow. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that paints a picture. I mean, was it nighttime? Was it daytime?
I don't know, man. That's the thing.
Was it at a unit picnic?
A eunuch?
Could be a eunuch.
She found out that they had everything chopped off.
Yeah, she's running away.
That's why she had to run away.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, was it?
I pictured she's running through the quad, and there's a unit mandatory fun day going on.
Like a barbecue with wives and shit.
Yeah.
And all
like families.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this fucking Preston. That's the guy's name from Jackass. Nope, he's not from here. I bet he wishes he was. Preston. Yeah, Preston-sized woman being chased by a bunch of fucking wee men, and that's what I pictured. I know that story by the words of it. That's not it at all.
No, but I like it.
Yeah.
Good. That's a good one. Mm-hmm.
So that was Rogue Privates.
So that's a good one. I was doing some serious thinking the other day, and I took time to process your story about. So I'm going to do some time traveling here. Okay. Only you will know, and Big Dick Nick, because he's producer extraordinaire and knows everything.
Well, I hope the audience knows, because that's what we're here for.
When I was thinking about what you were talking about with the Queen arriving.
Oh, yes.
And the Queen arriving and other people coming. That all the tradition and stupid pomp and circumstance that goes into the military.
Yeah.
And I have something new I want to bring. Mm-hmm. And it's our new segment, or my new segment, called As Is Tradition.
As is tradition.
As is tradition.
Pause.
For effect.
For effect.
As is tradition. So, tradition in the military is fucking key, right? Everything is based upon...
That's what I'm fucking told.
...stupid things that happened in the past that you can no longer ignore, and you have to do them. So,
everything has to be just like the past.
Yeah. It's like, well, we've always done it like that way. It's a tradition. Yeah. So we keep it like that. Down to the uniforms, like the dress uniforms, all that shit.
Yes, sir.
So I, two-part here. I jumped on the interwebs, talked about, what are some stupid military traditions or crazy military traditions. And then I took those traditions, and then I went to the social media, which gives us so much. Because whereas we have a very mingled, group of friends between our social medias, but then there's some outliers on my side, there's some outliers on your side, and there's some older people on my side, some younger people on your side. Yeah.
I keep it hip.
And I wanted to, you keep it whack is what you keep it.
Keep it real.
But I wanted to figure out if some of these were actual traditions that people have experienced. So top 10 traditions that popped up from We Are the Mighty. If you don't know, We Are the Mighty, it's a very good source for military weirdness. Mm-hmm. So basically it just starts off with some military traditions make sense to nearly everyone, right? Because some of them it's cool, it's what you do, right? It's just, it's natural, it's military. Then some of them are like, what the fuck is happening and where the fuck do you people come from? So number 10 is paratroopers and cherry pies. Have you ever heard of the cherry pie experience when jumping out of airplanes.
No.
So, when you are a brand new paratrooper, kind of like anywhere, you're called a cherry, right? You haven't broken that cherry
Yeah,
yet.
you pop the cherry.
Yep. So a couple different things that happened with this in the airborne community is when it's your very first jump, you would have to wear a bright red helmet. So everyone knew it was your cherry blast. Now, everyone thought it was really funny and hilarious for making fun of the new troop. But as I got older and more experienced jumper, I realized that it was for my own safety because I wanted to be...
They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Exactly. And nowhere fucking near them while flying through the sky. But the other one that's more diabolical is the newly minted airborne trooper would be given a Hostess cherry pie.
Oh, God, they're so fucking good.
Yes.
I'm going to stop at a gas station on the way home. And
You know
fucking
when
get
they're
one.
not good? When they're in your cargo pants and you have to jump them and then they get smashed up from you landing on them and then you're forced to eat them after your cherry jump. Because that's, as it is tradition,
You fucking eat that cherry pie, son.
since 1940. So that's a good one. That's one of the 10. That was
Was
actually...
Hostess making cherry pies in 1940?
Oh, of course they were. It was,
Were they really?
Yeah, it was coming out of the Great Depression. It was a fucking time of striving and thriving.
It was the 1930s,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden Hostess in
Yeah, see?
1939
The cherry pie.
brought out the cherry pie,
The
and
Hostess
everything
cherry
turned
pie.
around.
So that's one that I did validate. There was a couple people that did mention the cherry blast coming out of that one, as is tradition. So number 9 is actual call signs. All right, you with the call sign of face,
Yeah.
which was given to you. Where do you think nicknames and call signs and all that stuff come from in the military? We talked about it in the past, but like...
Yeah, it's usually something that you're not super proud of that is a part of you that
Yep.
people pick up on, and then they make
Yep.
it your nickname.
Yep.
They use... See, the way we deal with things is we like to highlight them. Not about ourselves, but other people. We
Yep.
like to highlight your faults and your flaws because it makes us feel better about ourselves.
Yep. So the thing what's unique about them too is it could be for fucking something so minuscule that you wouldn't even think about. So, or they could be ingenious, which I'll talk about in a sec. But
You're a liar, by the way. Hostess fruit pies came out in 1979.
well, they weren't called Hostess fruit pies before that. They were called Hostess cherry pies. So, God, everyone knows that. This guy over here. Fucking fact checker.
God damn
Yeah,
it.
fact check this. Fact check this, buddy. So anyway, so like this guy who got his call sign because one day he was eating a Pop-Tart. And another pilot said, hey, he's eating a Pop-Tart. This guy likes Pop-Tarts. Your nickname's Pop-Tart from now on.
That's just...
So his nickname was Pop-Tart.
And that Pop-Tart probably stayed with him his whole career.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. In the aviation world, they keep call sign, that's fucking your call sign
Yeah.
forever. And that's what everyone has to
Yeah.
refer to as.
Now I'm a Pop-Tart. Thanks a lot, asshole.
I was actually very privileged to be around some people when they got their call signs, and usually for things that were fucked up. So one of the individuals I was around had sex with what you referred to in the previous segment as a rather large woman. In fact, some of the other pilots said that this pilot, who was highly intoxicated, and I wholeheartedly believe he did not know what he was doing or going into, they believe that he was having sex with, which was Grimace from McDonald's. And if you know what Grimace looks like,
I do.
you can only imagine what.
Yeah, no,
lady looked
it
like.
looks like a purple gumdrop with arms and legs.
So this individual's call sign was therefore Grimace, forever and ever. And the best part is when later on in life you have to introduce yourself, and you have to introduce yourself by your call sign, because in the aviation community, your call sign is on your fucking nameplate on your.
They make you change it legally.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so they'll be like, "Oh, hey, what's up? I'm Grimace," and and you have to be like, "Oh, Grimace is funny story. Where'd you get that?" And be like, So anyway, so that's one. So call signs. Have you been around?
Oh, I've been around.
You've been around a time or two, but have you, while you were in, did you ever experience the glories of not holes,
Okay.
but the glories of dining ins, dining outs, military formal functions, right?
Yes.
Were you ever privy to a grog bowl? Mm-hmm. Okay. So what's a grog bowl? What can you describe it as?
It's just like, I don't know, it's like a stupid tradition. They had one in field artillery, and it's basically a shit ton of alcohol poured into a bowl ceremoniously, and then everyone gets a cup of that grog.
As is tradition.
Yeah.
So in my unit they have a specific, there's a legit script that you have to go to, and it's
everyone
read for
everyone gets. I was the motor oil one fucking year. Yeah.
Did you have to pour actual motor oil in?
I think it was like fucking chocolate syrup or something like that. It should have been motor oil.
So listen,
They're a bunch of bitches nowadays.
Exactly, but that's one of the things we have to do. We would put dirt from Vietnam in the grog bowl. We would put
you were there.
sand from Iraq.
Yeah.
You know, so anywhere that unit had been, like there were certain things, and like the longer the lineage of the unit, you'd have to put like, you know, you put fucking. I was in a unit that had fought in World War I, and they had to put brandy in it for the battles in France. You just keep going, but it's this tradition, and it's usually the nastiest, fucking gross, disgusting amounts of liquor that don't make sense.
Yeah.
Like,
and they're all like bottom shelf,
oh, yeah.
fucking plastic bottle
dude,
shit.
Yeah. You're like, it's vodka for our time in Russia.
Yeah.
It's French wine for
and
this.
the name of the fucking company is just Russian vodka.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or military special.
Yeah.
And then at the end of it, they're like, and we're adding 2 bottles of Sprite so it can be actually drinkable.
So it's yeah.
You're like dumping it in. And you look at this and you're like, it's not that bad.
Yeah, fuck it, whatever.
And 1 second. So the grog bowl, that's another one too, as is tradition. Are you familiar with
I'm not familiar with a lot, so
number 7
slow it down.
of traditions?
Yep.
The tradition of blood wings and or blood stripes if you're a Marine.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So you get pinned. They punch the fucking rank on you, which is it's a pin.
Yeah.
And they punch it into your fucking collarbone.
Literal metal
And then
pin.
you gotta fucking
on the
yank it
back.
out of your
Yeah.
collarbone.
Yeah. So again, going back to the airborne tradition, blood wings, when you get your airborne wings pinned on,
It also means something on Urban Dictionary.
it sure does.
a little different.
Sure does. It involves pain and blood as well. But you get your wings put on your
pleasure.
chest, and then you have a senior, a senior, or not a senior, but a seasoned jumper, smash those into your chest repeatedly because everyone has to come through and do it. Same thing with a promotion or an award or a badge or whatever. Yeah. So, and then the Marine Corps, they do the blood stripes, which was one of the comments on social media too, is when you get your blood stripe, so when you become a corporal in the Marine Corps, you get the red stripe down your pants, and you have to go through a gauntlet of everyone else that's already earned that, and they all take turns, I believe they take turns kneeing the fuck out of your legs through this gauntlet, because the Marine Corps love each other, so they just want to, they want to make sure that you can walk.
Such a weird
Such a weird thing. So that's one you've heard of, which is good, and that was also validated. Have you ever heard of the challenge coin duel?
I mean, I've never heard it called a duel. Correct me if I'm wrong. So you carry around a coin.
What's a coin?
So a coin is given to you by someone of significant rank or higher rank. I mean, they have fucking like second lieutenant coins, which is bananas, by the way. Don't stop making those. And they give you a coin, whether for something that you did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like a unit coin.
Right, yeah.
Like the Secretary of Defense has a coin, the President has a coin, whatever.
Like I got a coin from the Sergeant Major of the Army
Okay,
at
cool.
the time, which is awesome. But he, if a second lieutenant had a coin, it would
Outright-
it would win. But yeah, so whoever you carry a coin on you, and someone challenges you with their coin, and if your coin is from someone who outranks their coin, then they buy you drinks.
Yep. So that's the Army way. That's the way I always looked at it too. Because in the Army, it seems like coins were very rare.
Yeah.
When I went into the Air Force, though, coins were like a lot more prevalent. Like every unit had a coin. Whatever. Like they're just around.
Was the Air Force like number of hugs?
Yeah, it
that
was.
you can give?
But if in the Air Force, if you took your coin out, and put it on the bar, and other people didn't have their coin with them, they had to buy. But I was brought up under the outranking your coin, right? So I was in Korea one time, and I was passing by a dark alleyway,
Go on.
and I saw something shining.
Felt a sharp pain in my rear.
I had not eaten a Miss Kimberger by this time, but I was partly on my soju journey.
Yeah.
But I saw it, and I knew I needed it. I knocked on the door and opened, and there was the coin of all coins. That would outrank any coin known to man.
Jesus?
Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris coin?
And I purchased it.
Oh my God.
And I had the Chuck Norris coin.
Did you, when you picked it up, did you like...
I could feel the
it?
power.
Yeah.
It was almost like it was too much power to wield.
Yeah.
But I fucking welt it. And I fucking won every coin. Because everyone's like, oh, I got a Secretary of Defense coin. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Check this out. Like, is it
and then
fucking Chuck Norris? I'm like, yeah, it's Chuck Norris.
Yeah,
They're
fucking
like, okay.
buy me a drink now,
Yeah.
asshole.
So
Yeah.
I was able to out coin all the other coins with fucking Chuck Norris.
No one out coins
yeah.
Chuck Norris.
No. Because if you try, be like, no, my coin out. And all of a sudden, that coin roundhouse kicks that other coin.
Yeah.
It's like, get the fuck out of here. No, ain't happening.
Do you still have that coin?
I sure do.
Good.
It's actually in a safety deposit box in an undisclosed location. It will be passed down. So there's the coin. Number 5, I think we skipped one right there. No, a challenge coin to it. So number 5 is the Mustache Contests.
Yep.
Okay. What do you know about those?
Yeah, so when you're at training for any length of time, apparently it's fun to see who can grow the best mustache.
Yep. It's a good old time, right?
Yeah.
Mustache March, big tradition in the Air Force as well.
Yeah, or No Shave November is getting big now.
Yep. Movember.
Yeah.
There was a dude in the Air Force back in the olden days in Vietnam. His name was Robin Olds. He was a squadron commander, but he was a badass. Dude had a handlebar mustache, completely out of regulations, and so the Air Force has a tradition every March to see who can grow the best mustache.
He already had it.
He already had it, but going through this when I was in the Air Force, I would always I can rock a pretty solid mustache. But the key is for these traditions, for all you young airmen out there listening, take a little bit of leave right before, grow your beard, then trim the mustache.
There's a loophole in the system.
Loophole in the system. Fucking winning, right? So I remember they would at the end of March they would have a squadron commander's call, and they would pull the best people with the mustache, and you would vote, and you go up at the group level and then the wing level, and I was pulled up as one of 3 with the best mustache, and I won. And my first sergeant was like, "Hey, best mustache of the squadron, but you might want to trim it up before you go up to the group because it's a little bit out of regulations." And I was like, I just withdraw from this fucking contest right now. This is what's the fucking point?
He's ruining the sanctity of the mustache competition.
It's Mustache March. You're not supposed to be in regulations because then it would look like fucking Hitler.
I bet he couldn't even fucking grow a mustache.
Nope, he couldn't.
He's a bitch.
Not even. So mustaches tradition in the Air Force, tradition in the world where you grow them on training and you look fucking like a cheesy fucking porn actor.
Yeah.
Then a detective, and then just like. You should probably shave it.
You
really shave it.
Yeah. You're probably going to be a red dot on a map.
Yeah. Number 4, I'm going to just read the title, and then we're going to skip it. Okay?
What if I want to talk about it?
Nope. You're not going to have the opportunity to.
Okay.
It's the... Nope.
Okay.
Because you're going to be like, nope, don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
It's the West Point Pillow Battle Royale.
Yep, fuck it. Go on.
All right? Number 3, blasting up the lieutenant's patrol cap. Okay, never heard of this one.
Yeah, that's a field artillery thing. Yes, sir.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yep. So it's like a lieutenant's first shoot with their I can forget what they call it.
Gun.
Yeah, their gun.
Or howitzer.
Whatever. Yeah. But
artillery.
Yeah, so they steal the lieutenant's cap. They put it on the front of the barrel or the rocket or whatever you're firing, and then away goes the cap.
I like it. Okay, nice. Yeah, so this is that's actually pretty much spot on. So it's in technical terms,
it is spot on.
A blasting cap is a small, sensitive primary explosive device used at any larger device. So they would take the lieutenant's cap and make that the blasting cap, saying it has to have that in order for the weapon to fire.
Well, yeah.
On their first live fire, and they would blow the fucking piss out of that lieutenant's cap, which is good because making lieutenants spend more money is what we're all about in the military. Yeah, because they're fucking
fuck them. That's why.
Yeah, because fuck them. Because they're lieutenants. They chose that fucking life. Number 2, the sword butt tap at weddings.
Butt tap.
Butt tap.
Like you're touching butts with your sword?
No, not like Sir Butt Fuckington. We're talking about like butt taps with a sword, like a sword. How you doing?
So have you seen a sword fight?
Sort of like a military wedding where they have the sword arch.
Yeah.
At the end. Well, supposedly you're supposed to the last two people, the one guy is supposed to drop his sword to keep the couple from going forward, and then the other person is supposed to take their sword and tap the new bride's bottom to say, "Welcome to the organization. Welcome to the family."
What kind of fucking perv came up with that tradition?
Yeah, exactly. Fucking British. Yeah.
Okay, so we just let him walk through?
No.
No, at the end.
Maybe we stop them and
what if I just tap her ass a little bit?
tap the bottom?
Yeah.
Just the little bottom, little. Boop, boop,
Yeah.
little, I guess. Anyway, so that's a tradition, and I've seen that happen at multiple
You
weddings.
saw someone get her ass slapped?
Yeah, then they got cut by the sword. They were stitch-ups.
God damn.
But yeah.
Was this in Bosnia?
That's why. Yeah, really, dude. It's a sore subject.
Is it still physically or like emotionally?
And then finally, the last one, which I still really excuse me,
Choking
really,
you up, huh?
Yeah, it is. It's really choking me up on this one. But this one was commented on multiple times by different people from different branches of service.
Interesting.
The Court of Neptune is the number one tradition in the military. And that has to deal with a naval vessel, and I won't just say naval vessel, I'll say some sort of vessel of the maritime services of our country. Coast Guard, I'm not just singling out the Navy. You guys go out to sea sort of too. So
is a lobster fisherman.
probably goes farther than Coast Guard. But, and you know what lobster fishermen have? Butter. Because they're going to dip all the lobster in it. Clearly. What are they, savages? So when a vessel of the maritime service goes across the international date line, the equator.
Okay, yes.
They have to fucking do this ceremony where they become
all jerk each other off.
Pollywogs. Yeah, eat a bunch of fucking stuff. Yeah. Anyway, so that was a bunch of stuff. There was the top 10, right? So it just said orgy for some reason. Anyway, back to the social media aspects.
Go back to that.
Yeah. No? I'm sorry.
No,
go on. I'm sorry.
Gloss over that.
So what? So when I asked this question on social media, there's quite a few. There was quite a few really good comments, but one of them from my friend Dr. Nick, who's actually contributed to some of our mail call stories. Best one was,
I'm still waiting for an implant.
I know,
to get sent.
No,
in,
different. That's different. Dr. Nick is
okay.
he's a chiropractor.
Got it.
That's Dr. Sergio.
I'd still like an implant, Dr. Nick.
But Dr. Nick, his one was because my question that I posed to the group were question: what strange military traditions did you experience or take part in while serving? His was not answering today, CID.
Not today, ISIS.
Yeah, not today. You ain't getting me to fucking rat on my friends yet, which I thought was very, very good.
That's actually the only right response.
That's the only right response. Everyone else is like, oh, you're fucked. You're fucked. You're fucked. So a lot of these were comments about like, one of them was Man Love Thursday, but you know this guy.
Who was it? I did it on Tuesday.
Well, you know this guy. He's a goalie. He's a firefighter. He's a large mammal.
Yeah.
But he participated.
He apparently
participated in Man Love Thursday.
A gentleman does it on Tuesday.
Yeah, quite a lot of comments. But one of my friends who was in Ranger Regiment commented on this one, which is pretty funny. He said, a team leader had me playing something like tummy sticks and said it was a tradition. The funny thing is I can never get anyone else to do it afterwards. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. All right. And then,
do they want to talk about it?
I was like, cool story, bro.
That sounds pretty fucking traumatic, actually.
This is one of my buddies who was a door gunner. He said kidnapping someone, getting them drunk, and then making them get a tattoo on their ass. That is actually a rescue tradition. The rescue guys would get green feet tattooed on their ass, but they would have to get the guy drunk first. And
nice.
Yeah, as is tradition.
That's actually a great tradition.
It is.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
That's one you can look back on fondly.
Yeah. It's quite, so there's a couple like the Blood Cab, the CIB, the Blood Wings. Those are all good ones that were on there. A lot of the line crossings of the shellback stuff, the Court of Neptune, all these things. One of my friends that's a female veteran on here, and then one of my friends that's a male veteran commented on the same thing and commented on each other. The Viking Wheel in Guam. I have never heard of this one.
Did you Google it?
I have not. I'm going to do.
Why not?
I want you to do it live.
Okay.
But I also want anyone listening, if they've experienced the Viking Wheel in Guam, to please write in what this may entail. Because my buddy, who's an airman as well, said, yes, a true warrior there who's experienced that. I'm like, oh, okay, that
Can I tell you what?
hit it. What does it say?
The first thing that came up was Yelp reviews for Vikings Gentleman Club.
In Guam?
I'm assuming. Yeah, it's in Guam.
Okay, nice. All right. Well, I like what they're. I'll
let you know if there's any pictures.
Yeah. So, what have you experienced any unique or odd traditions in when you were time in service?
No, you touched on a lot of them, dude.
It's like everything you do every day is a fucking tradition in the military. And you have to do it.
And everything's just so weird. You know, if you actually if you're an outsider looking in at things like that, yeah. They're probably like, oh, I'm glad I went to college.
Did you ever experience the birthday pink belly tradition?
No.
You never had that one?
No.
When it's your birthday and your friends grab you and hold you down to the ground and pull your shirt up and then smack your belly repeatedly, the numbers of that it is your birthday?
Oh, no, they just did that every day.
Okay. So you have a big...
That was my alarm clock.
Okay. As is tradition.
Mm-hmm.
So with that is our first segment of As is Tradition with stupid traditions.
That's a good one, man. Because that brought up like a lot of repressed memories. I thought I let
that
go
you
of.
get rid of, like those tummy sticks with that team leader.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Now I have to call my therapist again.
As is tradition.
As is tradition. Well, my friend.
Yes.
That was a good one. Thank you for that. You know where a lot of traditions are born from?
Stupid tasks that people make fun of each other with.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. A lot of them are born from overseas, though.
Did you know that there's 0% juice in these?
Yeah, that's bananas. Where's the flavor come from?
Exactly.
Seriously, Hoot.
Seriously, night shift?
Yeah, where does it come from? But it says natural black cherry flavor. How do you get the natural flavor without the juice?
I don't know. Like, hold on, let me...
We're going to investigate. We'll
hit the hard
investigate.
hit news, but yeah.
Yeah.
I just saw it. I was like...
I have a pube on the bottom of mine, too, for some reason.
Not mine. Mine are all on the couch.
I don't know. It tasted like yours.
I did not have sex on that couch.
Anyways, I'm just going to get right into the segment called No Shit There I Was.
I'm coming from the north, from the south. You don't even know. I'm just like exploding into action.
I feel like we have...
So I got one story. It's a good one, though. It's going to get playfully anti-Semitic a little bit, but they were involved.
Playfully
They were involved in it. Yo.
Oh my god. Okay.
I think I killed you. Okay.
Yeah, I'm totally.
Okay.
I'm
Drink
not.
Drink some water.
Okay.
You'll understand after I read it.
Okay. Please don't get us
No, we're fine.
excommunicated.
A slightly distant cousin of mine spent time in the military, I think during the Vietnam War.
Okay.
So one night, one of his fellow soldiers, who either wasn't very observant, extremely sheltered, or just kind of stupid, comes up to him and says, "Hey, Koopelman, I hear there's a Jew in our unit." My cousin, deciding to play along, says, "Really? We should find out who it is." They proceed to go around and wake up each soldier by shining a flashlight in their face and asking if they were the Jew. And that is how my Jewish cousin participated in a Jew hunt.
The bear Jew?
The bear Jew.
Yeah.
I actually have two stories.
I was going to say, Koopelman, it's
a very Jewish name.
very Jewish name.
Yeah.
Yeah, very funny.
Yeah, that's
Very
why I said
funny.
playfully.
I know. Playfully anti-Semitic. But this guy was like, we got to find that Jew.
Yeah, that's what I feel like. The guy was like very, because it was Vietnam, so you had a lot of like homegrown, like small town,
Drafted.
very Catholic people.
What are you trying to say?
I'm not looking at you.
Okay, cool. That's cool.
I am because I'm talking to you.
You literally are looking at me
I'm
right
looking.
now. It's kind of creeping me out.
Yeah, I was looking right at your face.
And turning me on. Oh, it's weird.
But yeah, it's just funny because it's like, hey, we got to find who this Jew is.
Are you with me?
You with me? And this,
Am I right?
This guy's like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, fucking
Yeah,
right.
I would do the same exact thing.
Yeah.
Lead him off the scent.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny. It's funny in a not funny way, but anyway.
Different times.
Different times and just bad people.
That's what people say when
different times.
when they were doing
Literally yesterday.
really wrong shit. Nah, different times.
It was yesterday.
Yeah, it was like 2 hours
I thought
ago.
you were gonna say they were in the Israeli army. Did you hear there's a Jew here?
What? Let's get him.
Let's get him. Okay. All right.
No, they. Hey, Vietnam. Am I right?
Hey, when you gotta go, you gotta go. That's what I always say.
Do you want to talk any more about that one, or you want to go to the next story?
No, that's all right.
Okay. So as a paralegal in the military, we would always receive a copy of the previous night's police blotter. One of the most disturbing reports was of a young soldier drunk in downtown Korea. He was...
Never.
Yeah, callback. He was out past curfew and was spotted by the MPs. He tried to make a run for it through an alley and then climbed up to the top of a shed or building. This one could also be rogue privacy, and you'll find out why. He then tried to parkour his way to freedom across the rooftops of those shops. Little did Ezio know he would fall through one of those roofs and impale his asshole in a pipe. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. I don't know how tall those roofs are, but any height is too high to be impaled in the butthole by a pipe.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
No.
Hey, that's Korea.
Yeah. Meh, it's Korea.
It's Korea.
You can say that anywhere. Like, meh, it's Massachusetts.
And that's how I got fucking impaled by a pipe.
Yeah.
But hey.
Hey, it's Korea.
But hey.
This guy gets
That was
it, right?
Woodstock, am I right?
Am I right? Oh, I had a Woodstock story.
Go on.
I wasn't actually at Woodstock.
I don't know
However,
about that. You're the right demographic.
this is true. So I actually missed my ride to Woodstock.
Damn it.
Yeah. The legit story.
Was that the only story?
No.
Was
So,
that it?
so when I was a young private,
Yep.
in upstate New York at Fort Drum,
Mm-hmm.
my roommate, fucking total hippie, dope smoking fiend.
Hell yeah.
I had just gotten to the unit, was like in processing, doing all this shit, and hanging out with my buddy, like hanging out with this guy. And been a couple months, and him and another guy were going to the 30th reunion of Woodstock in New York. So this was '99.
Oh, shit. I remember that.
Yeah, huge festival. Like,
I'll tell you why I remember that after you're done telling the story. It's
You-
a fucking stupid reason.
Okay.
Very, very
you
stupid
read about it in
reason.
history?
No,
Yeah.
because I was actually, it's funny, this is how old you are. I was in summer camp when that, true story. I was in summer camp when that was going on, and I had a friend, and he was like, yeah, I'm going to that. And I was like, oh, that's fucking cool, man.
What is it?
His name was Creed, and the band Creed was playing at that. That was his fucking stupid joke.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, I just
Well,
thought it was funny because I was in summer camp
So
when you were in basic.
Dave, my roommate, was totally going to smoke a shitload of weed. This is '90s, so this is when weed was really illegal.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, really illegal. And
What was that like? Did it suck?
yeah, it sucked,
It was
especially in the
fucking
military.
terrible.
And he's like, "Hey, man, we're fucking leaving at 3:45 on the dot, man. So you need to be in the room and we're out."
I feel like you're profiling his voice.
Dude, that's
right now.
fucking how he was a hippie, man. Yeah, and
First of all, hippie wouldn't be that strict. He'd be like, "Listen, man, we're gonna leave at 5, but if you want to sleep, it's fine. I can come back at 5:30. It's not a big
no, but
deal."
you gotta remember, this is a hippie that was in the infantry. He was fucking hardcore hippie. He's like, "We're leaving at fucking 3:45, man. The bus is out," because they had to get there. They had, get in. And I was like, "All right, cool, dude. I'm totally in. I'm fucking going. I got it. We're all set." And then my fucking platoon sergeant grabbed me at the end of formation. This was on a Friday. That we were heading down for the festival, because it was only a 3-hour bus or 3-hour ride away or something like that. He held me and was talking to me about your potential and I'm like,
Oh, what a
dude,
prick.
I'm trying to go fucking smoke weed at
Yeah.
a fucking music festival.
I'm trying to make bad decisions. Get the fuck out of my
You're
way.
fucking talking to me
Yeah.
about my potential and
Yeah.
whatnot. I
wanna hear about that shit right
It's
now.
crazy. I mean, come on, man. And anyway, I got back to the room.
They were fucking gone.
They were gone.
Yeah.
They were
Dude, you
gone.
don't get in the way of a hippie who's trying to fucking go
Yeah.
smoke some weed.
And you know what the worst part was? When he came back from it, he was like, "Oh man, you were going too? I totally forgot. I didn't know that, bro. I would have
That's
waited,
crazy.
man.
I would've waited for you,
I would have
man.
waited, but it was fucking amazing,
It was so
bro.
wild, bro. You should have seen the
amazing.
titties
Dude,
and
check out this poncho I got
fucking
there. man.
wild.
Yeah, anyway, fucking asshole.
Yeah.
But anyway, I missed my chance to go to Woodstock '99. Yeah, and guess what? I had a lot more potential in the military because I didn't smoke weed.
Is that what you're going to hang your hat on?
Yep.
Okay.
It's an true Hollywood story about Bobby Colleton.
Well, I'm probably going to say you ended up in a better spot.
Look at me now, right? Am I right?
Than this guy did. Yeah.
Am I
This guy
right?
didn't know his potential, and he got a pipe in the ass.
Right. Jumping. Parkour. And who the fuck does that? No one.
Aladdin.
It's not a real, yeah. But he had a magic carpet.
He did a magic carpet. Not in the beginning.
Well,
He had a monkey.
that's true. Dude, I want a monkey.
I hear they're a pain in the ass.
I hear they're playing the ass too.
Yeah, they're a huge pain in the ass.
I know. Ross had one on Friends, Marcel. Just an asshole. Anyway. Wow. So,
That was no shit there was this week, man.
yeah. You know what? That was a good one.
Yeah.
Brought back some painful memories about me missing Woodstock.
Yeah.
And having...
Yeah, I mean, it was a
potential.
little surprise because I thought I had one story. Turns out I just had to hit the space button. Had
Go
turned
figure.
into 2.
Go figure.
It would have been weird if I was like, yeah, and just kept reading after the Jew hunt thing. And then I was a
Jew.
paralegal. I was like,
bear
where the fuck
Jew.
is this story
bear
going?
Jew.
Now he's a paralegal?
Yeah, there's apparently... Oh, good for him.
Makes sense.
Guy's got a lot of potential.
Makes sense. You
of
realize his potential.
Well, listen. Mail call, right?
Yeah.
We were just talking about my time
Hold
at
on.
Fortrum. Go ahead.
Mail call. Wait. Okay.
Okay. So, for those of you that don't know what we're doing, we're pausing for effect
Yes.
so that our producer, Big Dick Nick,
Yeah. Overlay.
can,
I think
can
that's
do
what they call
overlays.
it. Yes.
Which is great because we love it because it
We
looks
love the overlays.
seamless when we're
You know what's not going to look seamless now?
on the YouTube.
That overlay.
That transition or the
Yeah.
overlay. Yeah. So, listen, you know what we're going to do now? Mail call.
Okay.
So, just talking about my time back at Fort Drum, I hear them fucking giggling.
I know.
Cackling over there. Yeah, we're going to fuck with them. Anyway, my time back at Fort Drum.
I hope they do the overlay in the middle of what you're saying.
and then the overlay
yeah.
again. And then
Can you do
the
that
overlay
in the
again.
middle of what he's saying?
Anyway.
I know you. I know you can.
And you cannot do that?
That was a
Can you
rhetorical
can't
question.
do that?
Did it.
Yeah.
Did you see that overlay?
Nope. So,
Can you get you a huge overlay out of my face? Jesus.
we're doing mail call. here.
God, your
I don't want to
overlay
go
is
back
just-
into the overlay again.
Jungle movie.
This is
Booties.
get down with it, jungle booties. So, my time at Fort Drum, not going to Woodstock. There was also another very wise man there, Chucko.
At Woodstock?
No, at
Fort
Fort
Drum?
Drum. Same time frame. Our buddy Chucko, right? Who I feel like who's your buddy now too. Like Chucko's a good dude.
We're very good friends
Yeah.
on Facebook.
Yeah, dude, it's Facebook official.
Yeah.
So Chucko is the man, right? And he likes to, every time we have an episode, he'll comment on my Facebook. He'll like write me a message and be like, hilarious. What about this? I'm like, dude, write it in. So he listened to a,
Cool on the dick pics, by the way.
yeah, really. Listen,
I don't-
I've
you
already
don't
got
have to-
about
yeah,
1,000.
stop sending me dick
stop
pics.
sending me dick pics. Not even his, too. He just finds them.
Yeah,
and
like
he
where
sends-
are these?
he fucking sends
They're all
them.
different shapes and sizes.
Hilarious. I'm like, Chucko, I know that you're
Yeah.
not that small.
Yeah.
So I know it's not yours. Well, I mean, whatever. He's older. So Chucko,
So he's got a big dick. Is that what you said?
yeah, it
You
shrinks.
just said you know he's not that
It
small.
shrinks when you get older. You don't know this? I got. Because it's touching the water in the fucking cooler. And so, Chucko wrote in a story about how fucked up. Can we get this on the rails? Can we
don't
guys,
know, man.
this is the last set. Can we close this out with
Let's-
some fucking dignity here?
Fucking do it live.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live.
Let's go.
So, Chucko writes in a story about this is how fucked up the military is, right? Which are always good stories.
Yes, sir.
So back in the late 90s and early 2000s, the U.S. Army still relied heavily on paper documents for everything, which is true. So there was
Apparently
no
some people still
surprise.
do.
What's that? Still
Nothing.
do. Yeah.
No,
So
you're doing
there's no surprise that orders, awards, promotional paperwork were fucked up on a routine basis. 100% correct. I recently returned from airborne school, humble brag, and found myself in a company formation like any other day, except this formation was for promotions and some awards. I'm standing there minding my own business when I hear my name being called by the company's first sergeant. In my mind, I'm like, what the fuck am I getting called for? I knew I wasn't up for promotion, and I was sure as hell didn't do anything to receive an award, and I had just gotten my second good conduct medal last month before I went to school. So there I am, standing in front of the company along with several others. The company commander gets to me and presents me with a good conduct medal. He congratulated me on my 6 years and shook my hand. At which time I whispered, sir, I received this at the battalion awards ceremony before I went to jump school. He replied back, oh, well, here's another one. The awards ceremony ended, and that was it. So when I went to ETS, sure enough, in my enlisted service record, there were 3 good conduct medals listed. I brought that to the attention of the civilian that was doing my DD-214, and he said, if it's in the record, it goes on the 214. Needless to say, my 214 has 3 good conduct medals listed for only 6 years of service. Nobody questioned it during the entire out-processing procedure. This was my final reminder that the U.S. Army is just a shiny, neatly wrapped package of shit with a giant black and gold bow on top. For those of you that may be wondering, the Good Conduct Medal is awarded for successfully going through 3 years of service without fucking up.
Yeah.
Chuck served 6 years and received 9 years worth of good conduct medals.
He must have been really
Fucking
good.
amazing troop.
Yeah.
That's for fact.
He is.
So this is just a perfect example.
Thank you for your service, sir.
Yeah. Thank you for your service and your service and your service. This is a perfect example of how fucked up and how like regimented the Army is. Like, nope, it's in the books. It's in the books.
Exactly, and
it's in the books,
and nobody questions it. Well, it's in black and white. You see it right here.
Yeah, it says, hey, I'm sorry, you get 3.
Yeah,
yep,
you get 3.
You get 3. I only did nope.
No, you're good and you'll like it.
Yeah, and you're like, you should have been like, well, I actually did 9 years of service. Can you change that? Like, oh yeah, sure. Yeah, he's got 3 good conduct medals. He must have done 3 years of service. Nothing would have been fucked up.
It's true.
This was so. I think the statute of limitations has probably run out on this, but I'm gonna put out. Listen, behind the boots exclusive right here. Okay. Back when the Army was paper, there were ways for the less, let's say, ethical soldiers to get free leave, especially when you're a non-commissioned officer and your friend might have been the staff duty. So when you return from leave and that paper leave form that's at the staff duty desk that you had to sign back in for doesn't make it into the pile that goes to the S1 shop,
it's still all paper, by the way.
you get free leave.
The last time I did staff duty was in 2016, and it was still all paper.
It was still paper. So I'm just saying, I wasn't always a saint. But Chucko, dude, fucking fantastic story, and it's
a story within a story, really.
Yeah.
Because that one little thing, it really is just the glaring reality of what is the military.
Yeah, this is the unit, or the U.S. Army charged with winning our nation's war, closing in. How'd that taste?
Jon and Bobby.
This is the United States Army, which is charged with closing in with and destroying the enemies of our country.
Yeah.
In good order and discipline, and they can't get a fucking good conduct medal, right?
Hey, listen, we focus on the shit that matters.
Yeah, listen, that's why we're here.
And that's murder.
That's why we're. It's not murder if they're against us.
That's true. If you don't agree with me, it's not murder.
Thank you.
Remember that, kids.
So Chucko, keep the stories coming.
Please do, man.
I love the Chucko stories.
They are very good.
And
appreciate
if you want to send in, you see that repeat. Oh shit, Seltzer's hitting hard. It's probably the 14 I had before this.
Yeah.
In the pre-production.
This is the guy who just told us to let's get it back on the rails.
Yeah. Listen, do as I say, not as I do. Okay? So listen, if you want to send in a story, if you think you can out Chucko, I don't think so.
Challenge.
Where can they do that, John?
They can visit our website at wilcomediapro.com/BTB podcast. And there's like a few lines before it. Name, if you want to. Email address, where you're from, maybe. You can click anonymous. We don't even have to know who you are. And then there's a big box that says write shit here.
What you got to do?
Just write your shit there.
Yeah.
And that's really it. Yeah, man.
That's it.
That's the episode.
Yeah, and with that episode, we couldn't do it without the help of our producer, Big Dick Nick, and his cast of minions, all from the Wilco.
Hey, show some respect. They have titles.
They have titles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not minions. They have titles that are on
You
business
don't
cards.
think the minions
That is
didn't
permanent.
you didn't think the minions had business cards?
No, they didn't miss.
You didn't think that an evil empire under Gru would have like potential for growth and business cards and departments? There
How
was
many
probably,
times they almost went out of business?
Yeah, there's probably an eight. Doesn't mean I didn't say they were good business, but because they spent shit on like business cards. You think they had like a minion HR department that was like?
No, I don't.
I guarantee you they did.
I don't think they did.
Guarantee, whatever.
I don't think they had complaints. And if they did, who would understand them?
Banana.
Banana.
Yep. Listen, follow us, like us, get us to the next level. But thank you for listening.
Yes. And we'll see you next week.
Yep. As always, he's Jon and I'm Bobby. Cheers.
Yep, we fucking heard that in the beginning.
Well, I just wanted to fucking piggyback. It's a shit sandwich, right?
Just in case you forgot. Just in case you got in that 59 minutes.
Yeah.
He's Bobby and I'm Jon.
He's Jon, I'm Bobby.